Hello, everyone. Great afternoon, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So, I am Life Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for mental fitness. Ayan. So, this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decisions in life regardless of their mental condition or their mental state. And my mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey towards the recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of stewardship or a life of responsibility. So thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing with you this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. So I'm streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach A I-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So we have Coach Peachy. Hello, magandang afternoon, Coach Peachy. Ayan. So my for the for this episode or this session, we will be talking about being selective or be selective about medications. Ayan. Again, I am a life coach. I am not a medical practitioner. So I do not diagnose and I do not prescribe and describe. Okay. So I do not prescribe medicines, but this is something that you want to be able to look into. No, again, this is all about your mental fitness, and this is as well no, about your mental health, how medications actually affects your mental health, how certain medications affect your mental health, and probably no, you are even not aware of it because we all know medications have great benefits for us. But of course, when you do self-medication, when you self-diagnose as well, no, and you go into the medications, no, especially it's not prescribed by the doctor, but you are so used to having it, then this is something for you, and this is something that you should not miss out. Okay, this session is really something that you shouldn't miss. And again, I invite you to tag your friends and loved ones to watch with you. So in case you're meeting me for the first time, so my name is Coach Candee Teng. I am a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A. I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program. And of course, I am a professional CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach with a coaching focus on healing and recovery through mental fitness. And I am the creator and founder of When Comfort is Not So Comfortable Coaching Community. So, paano siya naging, how can it be, no, that comfort is actually not too comfortable? So, you can actually become pained by comfort because there are seasons in our life, there are stages in our life that you know you can grow from, you know that you have to move out, no, you move from in order to journey to a new season in your life, to a new chapter in your life. But because of course it depends, no, either the ecology, your environment doesn't support you, doesn't understand you. Of course, growing involves of course stretching and expanding yourself, going out of your comfort zone, no, towards the uncomfortable zone. And there's so much fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. There's just so much fear involved. Eventually you stay within your comforts, knowing in your heart that there is something more, and you can be something more. Eventually you become pained with comfort. And of course, for people like me who grew up, no, who is just so used to pain, who is comfortable with pain, usually you feel that there is something wrong with you, no? Pag walang pain, may mali sa buhay. Ayan. Then this group is certainly for you. So what's in this group? In this group, we'll talk about, of course, journeying towards you becoming mentally fit, no? Knowing more about what does comfort mean, madami, like the confidence and everything, no, that is related to building your mental fitness. In order for you, no, for me to journey with you towards the healing and recovery of either your broken identity, your broken name, and even your broken dream, no, so that you can courageously journey outside of this comfort. When you talk about again comfort, it is not limited to physical comfort. This can be your emotional comfort, your mental comforts, your mindset, the mental models that you have in place, and of course, this group includes working on mental models as well. As I've been learning from Master Coach A's mental model master classes. And of course, the way that we do coaching is we inject the mental model programs in it. No? So that's something that you want to be able to look into. So I invite you to join my group. And of course, I am a proud coach of Master Coach A. So we have been in partnership for 3 years now and still ongoing. No, and when I went to Master Coche, I was clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illness. And the way I got healed, no, I'm healed right now. So the way I got healed is we really work on my mental wellness through mental fitness. That's why we value and we are in a movement of doing of advocating mental fitness first, because when you are able to work on your mental fitness, you become eventually mentally well, and from you become your wellness no elevates and you become mentally well. Therefore, you become healed from your multiple mental illnesses. So, ayan. So we have Master Coach Jasmine, we have Coach Joanna. Hello, magandang afternoon. So again, the topic for this session is be selective about medications. Okay, so here's my page. Like and follow my page, Life Coach Candy. And here's my group. When comfort is not so comfortable, coaching community. I invite you to join. Okay, and of course, if you want to drop me some notes, want to ask me some question personally, and you can type it here, in the comment box. Feel free to message me. This is my personal account. So this is my profile. It only looks like this. Okay, it only looks like this. So I don't have any other accounts. So if you see any other accounts, that's not me. Okay. And of course, I invite you to like and follow Decaf Coffee Republic. And as in Decaf Coffee Republic, this is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines, and it is where I am presently located in my favorite spot, which is the library area. Yeah. So I invite you to be a channel of love and hope as one with a meal from Decaf Coffee Republic, and let your personal message inspire someone today along with that meal. So you can put some notes with it. You can put a word of encouragement, inspiration, love, healing, wishes. Ayan, you can just put all of that. And of course, when you get to bless someone, no, when you get to send them some food and some note, di ba? Alam mo yon, food has a natural way of really uplifting the spirits of another person. No? So, yon, and couple it with your message is going to really bring hope to someone else's life. So let us help you bring light into someone's life, especially in the season of pandemic. So be blessed all the more for becoming a blessing. So before we proceed and before I begin, I invite you to get your hashtag pack my bag moment. So your hashtag pack my bag moment are moments, key points, words, lessons that resonates with you, and these are usually powerful truths that speaks to your hearts. And for some, no, aray, masakit. It even pinches your heart. And I encourage you to share your hashtag pack my bag moment in your timeline, no? So you get to bless other people as well, especially your friends na nag-newsfeed. I'm sure dadaan ang iyong timeline sa kanilang newsfeed. So you get to bless them as well as they read your hashtag pack my bag moment. So look for one thing that will resonate with you and one thing na, yun pala yun, yan, yung mga ganyan. So that's your actually hashtag pack my bag moment. So let's train our brain, let's train your mind to look for that one valuable, at least one valuable knowledge or information that you can get from this talk. So of course, if you want to put the context so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, you can put hashtag coaching think talk, hashtag mentally fit, fulfill, ayan, and mental fitness first. Hello, Coach Bart. And let's proceed again the topic for this afternoon. So this is a series, no? A 13-week series wherein we look into the 13-step formula to balancing your brain chemistry without using dangerous prescription medication. In short, in a very, very natural way. So we have gone through 1 to 5. So right now we are on the 6, which is be selective about medications. And did you know that often, no, neurological diseases, 95% of that are actually caused by environmental influences. And when you talk about environmental influences, this can be lahat na outside sa'yo, no? And only 5% is actually only caused by genetics. So you can see there, malaki yung impact na environment. So when you talk about environment, physical environment, emotional environment, spiritual environment, lahat po yan, no? And mental environment, how it helps you. And of course, what you take in your body. Ayan. So kasama po lahat yan. And did you know that our everyday exposure to environmental toxins can result in defective mitochondrial cell function, which causes dementia, Alzheimer's, depression, anxiety, and other very common neurological diseases. So for this session, we will talk about um, understanding, no, which medications can cause secondary side effects to your brain and gut health. So if you've been hearing me, I've been talking about the gut brain health, brain gut axis. Ayan, na our brain and gut are actually connected, no? Meron tayong through the vagus nerve that runs down dito sa pinaka base ng ano natin, ng brain natin towards the gut, tapos the other way around. So, dalawa siyang ganyan, okay? So, medications are actually designed to stop symptoms, okay? But they are not actually designed really to heal your body. But of course, when medicines are designed to stop your symptoms, no, they do so at the cost of our long-term health. So, sa mga sanay po dito na into medications, if you just feel something about your body, automatic, no, meron ka agad medications, no, or over-the-counter drugs, then you might want to be able to look into this. Okay? So, tada, your brain and your medication. So, if you see me looking here, no, I am looking at the press mat. Okay. So, here you get to understand again which medications cause secondary side effects to your brain and your gut health. You have to understand because when it affects your gut, it affects your brain as well. And the other way around, if it affects your brain, it affects your gut as well. Okay, so medications are designed again to stop symptoms, but they do so at the cost to our long-term health. And studies have shown that the use of more than 5 drugs, no, increases the risk of adverse drug reactions. And in the US, about 40% of people older than 65 years are using more than 5 prescriptions, di ba? As we age, sinasabi nila, we have more complications in our body, our organs, no, mas mahina siya nag-function. That's why people usually, nandiyan lumalabas yung mga sakit-sakit natin, and they usually have diagnosis and they have really prescription. So having more than 5 is very, very dangerous. And some of the most common and long-term use of the following, okay, I will be talking about the following pharmaceuticals are directly linked to negative neurological side effects. So, ang particular na gamot na titingnan natin ngayon, the particular medicines that we are looking at are what we call anticholinergic medications. Okay? So, the example of that is Paxil, Benadryl. Yung mga may mahilig to gumamit ng Benadryl, ayan. Digoxin, warfarin, codeine, prednisone, Tylenol, PM, Ciprexa, Xanax, Zyrtrex, Tagamet, Imodium, Imodium. Zantac, ayan, I used to drink Zantac, no, but very rarely lang if I get the ulcer attacks, ayan, I use Zantac, but yan, so kasama din ako dyan, no? And high blood pressure medications, and usually, these medications can be found over the counter or OTC, no? And this, anticholinergic medications, or what we call AC, no, AC medications, all block the action of your brain, of the brain chemical called acetylcholine, acetylcholine, okay? So which leads to memory loss and cognitive impairment. So na-mention ko dito si acetylcholine, no, that it is an important hormone in your body as well before on my previous talks, no. So the use of AC or anticholinergic medications was associated with increased brain atrophy, and dysfunction and clinical decline. And thus, the use of AC medications among especially older adults, no, should be discouraged, and especially if there are alternative therapies that is available. And common cholinergic drugs, especially no Benadryl, kasi si Benadryl is the most common talaga, is linked to actually increase dementia risk. Okay, so anticholinergic drugs block the action again of acetylcholine, and this substance transmit no messages in the nervous system. So in our brain, no, acetylcholine is involved in learning and memory. So very important si acetylcholine. And in the rest of the body, no, the anticholinergic drugs actually, um, yeah, okay, baliktad. Backtrack natin. Wait. So in the brain, si acetylcholine is involved in learning and memory, and it actually stimulates muscle contractions. And anticholinergic drugs or AC drugs to includes antihistamines, triclic, tri, tri, tricyclic depressants, antidepressants, so kasama po dito, and medications to control overactive bladder and drugs to relieve the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. So anticholinergics can treat a variety of conditions, including urinary incontinence, overactive bladder, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, and certain times of poisoning, no. And they also help block involuntary muscle movement. So yung may mga twitching, yung mga ganyan, yung may involuntary muscle movements na hindi nako-control, which is usually associated with certain disease, no, such as Parkinson. So ito yung ginagamit si anticholinergics, okay? And sometimes they're even used before surgery to help maintain body functions while a person is treated with anesthesia. And did you know that if you're someone who really likes to go for over-the-counter medicines, like such as ang common kasi dito na kilala natin usually is Xanax, Benadryl, Zantac, and mga high blood pressure medications, no, that has anticholinergic, you have to make sure that you don't have any of this, no, of these conditions, kasi it can aggravate your condition. If you have hyperthyroidism, glaucoma, enlarged prostate, ayan, hypertension, hindi din siya basta-basta pwedeng basta-basta ka nagtitake, no? Aside from, kunyari, meron ka ng high blood pressure medication, tapos nagdagdag ka pa ng Benadryl, oy, di ba? Ayan, you can already imagine what can happen to, heart failure and severe dry mouth, ayan. So, madami pa siya. And did you know that there is a study of University of Washington in a group health, in a shuttle healthcare system, that they use their pharmacy records to determine all the drugs, both prescription and over the counter, that each of their subjects took, no. And when they examined the use of cholinergic drugs, they found that people who use these drugs were more likely to develop dementia as those people who don't use these drugs. And also, dementia risk is increased along when you accumulate, no, the dosage or cumulative dosage. Pag palagi mo siyang ini-intake, lalo na if it's for a long period of time, no. And taking an anticholinergic for the equivalent of actually 3 years or more was associated with a 54% higher dementia risk than taking the same dose for 3 months or less. So, nag-accumulate siya. Okay, so the results as well, no, it found evidence that anticholinergics aren't drugs to take long term. So, hindi po siya used for maintenance. Okay, so if you want to keep a clear head, especially no clear head, and keep your head clear, especially while you're aging, you want to be able to avoid these medications because they are not used to sustain your body. They're used to treat symptoms, okay? Kaso lang, ang nangyayari with us, no, we use medications as something na go-to mo palagi, that it has become a part of your life. And ano, no, although it can help you, medications actually alter your system's hormones, but microbiome, madami siyang ginagawa. So it is not a natural process for our body. And the body's production of acetylcholine diminishes with age. Actually, no. So again, si acetylcholine is again the hormone involved for your learning and memory. So while you grow with age, no, tumatanda ka, it blocks its effect, no. So ibig sabihin, nagde-decrease na yung learning mo, yung memory mo. And if you even take acetylcholine, acetylcholinergic journey, anticholinergic medications or AC, nado-double yung effect niya. Ibig sabihin, yung production mo ng acetylcholine, mababa na. Tapos, ibablock mo pa yung acetylcholine. So, doon nangyayari ngayon ang problems with short-term memory, reasoning, nawawala yung reasoning, and as of course, it leads to confusion, and there's more side effects of anticholinergic drugs, which also includes drowsiness, dry mouth, urine retention, constipation, and for some, even hallucination. Okay? And yun kasi siya, no, you have to really look into that it is something that is very not common to your body, and it is dangerous to be taking this for a long-term use. And anticholinergic drugs users also showed lower levels of glucose metabolism. So, hindi din na-break down yung glucose. So, eventually, we all know, no, that our brain needs glucose, okay, for brain activity. And biomarker yan ng brain activity in both the overall brain, no, and in the hippocampus region of the brain, which is associated with memory, which has been, of course, identified as affected early by Alzheimer's disease. So the brain structure as well, no, doon sa study, it revealed that the MRI scans and anticholinergic drugs used na-effect siya talaga, nagkakaroon ng early signs of Alzheimer's disease. And participants using anticholinergic drugs had reduced brain volume and larger ventricles. When you talk about ventricles, larger ventricles, these are the cavities inside the brain. So nililiit niya, sinishrink niya yung brain mo. So this is something that you want to be able to know, no. And the anticholinergic drugs consumption has been associated with lower educational level, chronic comorbidities, hospitalization or specialist visits, no, in years, no, and urinary incontinence, arterial hypertension, impaired health status, anxiety, and even mood disorders and polypharmacy. So yan yung mga complications ng anticholinergic drugs. So technically, in the states, no, in other countries, they really don't want to use this as well. So if you know si Zantac, actually, if I'm not mistaken, wala ka na siya masyadong mabibiling Zantac ngayon. Okay, kasi ano na siya, probably it's I know it's because of this study, no. So thanks to the marvel of modern science, of course, there are widely available medications, 'di ba? That we can just take over the counter, but these are some things that you really want to look into, that not all medications, although it can help manage symptoms of whatever you're feeling, no, it usually is used to manage symptoms but not to heal you, because what causes the imbalances in our body is how we actually treat our body. It's because of our lifestyle. So it doesn't matter how many medications you take, if your lifestyle is the same, if you don't change your lifestyle, technically you will become drug dependent, no? You become dependent. And we all know drugs, no? Either pharmaceutical drugs, no? Over-the-counter medicines, no? Are not meant for you to be taken for long term kasi nga it is not a natural process of your body. You are altering the natural process of your body, and pag continuous mo in-alter yan, you may take some, kunyari, you may take hypertension drug, di ba? Or a good example of that is diabetes drugs for diabetes like metformin, no. Though it is good for you, it as well damages the liver, di ba? Nakaka-help siya sa insulin regulation mo, but it does something to other organs in your body. So that's actually how medication works. Wala pong medication na walang side effect in other organs of your body. So if you really want to look into really being healthy, don't go for medications. Go for a lifestyle change. And this is the beautiful thing about coaching for mental fitness is it allows you to understand in a bigger perspective ano ba yung ginagawa sa katawan. Ano yung nangyayari sa katawan, ano yung nangyayari sa health natin. That's why we have to do something about it. And it's very alarming, no, that we are not educated enough, no, that usually when you talk about going for over the counter medication or medication, no, you usually look for the benefits of it, ano yung mabibigay sa inyo gamot, but we rarely really do research on what are the side effects of certain drugs because all drugs, all medications, again, have side effects, and rarely do we see that all, okay, all drugs has an effect with our brain health, especially, no, if it affects the gut as well, it affects the brain kasi nga may gut brain health. There's an axis with it, no, that it is related. Your gut and your brain is very much related, and your gut is actually called the second brain. So eto, no, I would like to share with you common medication that is as well harmful. So this includes those that treat diabetes, digestive problems, bacterial infection, and even depression, no, could actually predispose people to certain types of infection by affecting the balance of their gut microbiome. So hindi lang when you look into it, no, you don't just look into the immediate, no, na brain effect niya, but you want to be able to look at it in another perspective as well, your brain and gut health, kung paano niya ina-affect yung gut mo. Because as it affects your gut, it affects your brain as well. So this is something that you want to look into. Ayan. So the first is the proton pump inhibitors, which is a pathogenic. And if you know, no, if you backtrack, no, may pathogenic din na chemicals yung mga household natin, which is very, very dangerous for our health. So you want to be able to look into this. So pathogenic bacteria in the gut also increases antibiotic resistance mechanisms, which is a class of drugs typically prescribed to treat acid-related stomach condition, no, such as gastroesophageal reflux disease, and this increases, no, the risk of developing major depressive order. So these are some of the medicines, no, that you want to be able to look into. Of course, PPI, proton pump inhibitors, you can search on it on the internet kung ano pa yung mga klaseng drugs na yan, no, kung ano yung under sa kanya. And of course, here, metformin, like I said, no, which is used to treat type 2 diabetes. So, this is something that you want to also look into. Ayan. And other drugs is antibiotic used to treat bacterial infections. This does something, especially all medications, so when taken long enough, it actually really affects, okay? And of course, laxatives that is used to treat and prevent constipation. Yung mga laxatives, di ba, na kinukuha natin. Ayan, this is also harmful for your brain and gut health. And of course, antidepressants, okay? Contrary to popular beliefs, though, antidepressants are just used to manage the symptoms, but it will not make you mentally well, and eventually, no, um, ako, this is my personal take. When you become dependent to antidepressants, you will become crippled for life to be able to allow your mental illness to take over your life. No, it's as if you're saying that you cannot win over your mental illnesses, but you can actually heal your mental illnesses. No, I am a testimony of that mental illnesses can be healed. Okay, so I had multiple mental conditions. It is not an easy process. It is a long process, no. And but the process is really worth it. The process is really worth it rather than being reliant on antidepressants. And when you talk about mental health, no, there are certain conditions, triggers that we need to look into. Kasi ang problema, um, the problem is we are exposed to different triggers, and that is the thing, those are the things that is causing our mental health problems, our mental health condition. But instead of looking into it, no, oftentimes people just take the antidepressants without really working on their mental wellness, because their mental wellness and their mental illness are two different things, no. So when you talk about antidepressants, meds for your mental illness, you're only talking about mental illness, but you're not actually doing about something about your mental wellness. That's why you have mental fitness, because you need to empower yourself. You need to make yourself mentally fit and mental in order for you to become mentally well, para yung illness mo nawawala. It's the same with physical health, di ba? It's the same with this, no? Instead of relying on drugs, you have to do a lifestyle change. Kasi kung, like, example, di ba, if you have a high blood pressure and you keep on eating foods that is bad for your health, foods that will contribute to high blood pressure, then technically, yung medicines, walang kwenta. Okay? It just manages the symptoms, but then again, it really cannot cure you. It makes it even worse kasi you're still exposed to the same lifestyle. You still do the same things that is actually harmful for your health. And that is the same with mental health as well. Even if you're into antidepressants, but you're into an environment that is causing you the mental illness, then it will not work. Kahit matagal ka pa mag-antidepressants, it will not work. It will not make you mentally healthy. It will not make you mentally well. It will not make you improve. Rather, dahil nga antidepressants, medicines are not meant to be taken long term because it is a foreign substance in our bodies, then technically you are as well damaging your internal organs, your other organs. So this is something that you want to look into, because for you to become mentally well and even physically well, no, you have to create a lifestyle change. You have to look into, again, your environment, because like I've said, no, I presented here, 95% are actually caused by environmental influences, and only 5% are caused by genetics. Okay, so you want to be able to look into this, you want to be able to study, you want to be able to really educate yourself about your condition and what are the ways that you can eventually heal from this, no. Okay, and yep, that's for my discussion this afternoon about being selective with the medications that you use. This is especially for me. Ako, honestly, I don't really like taking medicines. I'd rather bear the pain than take the medicines, or I'll have myself checked up by the doctor. No? And I do not want to always to the self diagnose, except ano yan, I have this just medicine that I always take, no, whenever my back spasm triggers because of my spinal condition. But that's it, that's the only medicine that I take. The rest are actually supplements to help, no, these are vitamin and nutrients to help with my body. So ako, that's my personal take. So if you're someone into medications, no, well, you have to eventually do lifestyle changes. You want to be able to educate really yourself on what you can do to protect your not only physical health but your mental health as well. And with that, of course, I have a new program. This is Health and Vitality um Breakthrough Coaching Program. So if you look at it, this is a very holistic approach. This is not only for weight loss and exercises. This is a complete lifestyle change. And when you talk about health, usually they just look into health, but they also miss the vitality. So what is vitality? No, if you're someone who wants to ask, ano, Coach, ano yung vitality? Message me and I'll have this conversation with you. But with this, no, the Health and Vitality Breakthrough Coaching Program is a 6 months micro coaching program with me, no, where we get to dive deeper into why you might not be feeling your best and uncover strategies for boosting your holistic wellness through the 6 pillars of vitality and mental fitness. So the key here, this is not um, like your fitness and nutrition na regular no coaching program. This involves life coaching. This involves mental model, and this involves giving priority to your mental fitness first, while you get to understand the 6 pillars of vitality. And one of the 6 pillars of vitality is as well stress management. Ayan, this is all included in this program. Okay, so who is this for? So this is for people who are already tired of the yo-yo diet, following the latest diet trends, and being influenced by the diet culture system. If you're someone who's suffering with any condition, special mental health, no, and you're committed to taking action, and you want to have a lifestyle change, and you're serious about getting results and maintaining results, this is for you. And if you want to break through your mindset and patterns to finally live a healthier lifestyle, this is for you. And who is this not for? If you're not totally committed, yung talagang ayaw mo pa masyado gumalaw, no? Like you like to complain and you want to make excuses for having no progress in life, no, or in whatever you're doing, that this is not for you. If you're afraid to make decisions, to take action, and contented to jump from one diet fad to another, but will never follow through making your health, no, your lifestyle, this is not for you. And if you are not serious about improving your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, and emotional health, this is not for you. So I only look for people who is ready really and who really wants to give importance to their physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health. Yeah. And so um this is it, no. And the quote here down there, it says that the doctor of the future, no, will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent diseases with nutrition, because we all have everything that our body needs, that our brain needs, and it starts with the nutrition, no? The food that we feed our body. Yan. So madami po yung education involved in that, no. What are the food that is helpful for your brain? What are the food not only sa physical health mo, but really can enhance your brain, no? There are natural foods that can really boost your brain function. And oftentimes people are just not aware of it. And that is all included here in the Health and Vitality Breakthrough Coaching Program. Ayan. Okay, so as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So if you are not yet a smart holder of B-Learning e-card, of course, you are still missing the perks that we are enjoying, and today is the best time for you to take action. So connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of B-Learning homes for mental fitness, where you get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from the Coffee Republic, and you get a full access mental model masterclass by Master Coach, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get to benefit from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So you want to be able to save the date on October 30 at 7 p.m. for our next Mental Model Masterclass, as Master Coach will teach about the thought leadership, mental model mastery. So for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661. So for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, like us, no, Master Coach A now offers actively co-create life coach certification program. So the picture here, no, the dates are already or changed, no, because the certification program is already ongoing. So if you want to know more about the next certification class, I invite you to connect with Coach Rizal, no, to 0917-586-1661. So, this is actually a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. And it includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. And what's great here, this is not just the updated poster, no, but our the co-active Vico Create Life Coach certification program is already CPD accredited. So we are accredited with 40 CPD unit. So if you're into developing your skills, and what's beautiful with life coaching is it empowers your skills, no, in both professional and personal life. So this is something that you want to look into, especially if you're into CPD units, no. This is already 40 CPD units. So again, I invite you to connect with Coach Giselle to 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this profession. So do join us for another coaching session tomorrow with Coach Orville for Coaching for Courageous Living at 10 a.m. With Master Coach Jasmine for Coaching for Frontliners at 2 p.m. And with Coach Joanna for Coaching for Moms in Transition at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk because coaches like us think and talk like this. And this is us in the Philippines. Love and boom, love and boom, love and boom. Bye-bye.